Hey everyone, it is a day of rejoicing. I got to level 70 in World of Warcraft. Um, and yeah, my cats are here. I'm just working. Um, this is my workstation. It's really messy. So maybe I'm slightly embarrassed that you can see it, but it's life, and I'm not trying to hide anything from you guys. But yeah, I got my big monitor. Look at my freaking keyboard. I love this stuff. Um, but yeah, got this little mat. This is like a acupuncture thing, so it's like really spiky. And got my cats, all these random chairs, a lot of technology just laying around. Yep, sounds like me. Um, yeah, life has been good. We are getting ready, selling stuff. We are moving to Florida. We're moving in with Maddie's parents. Um, to save some money. Save some money on rent. But yeah, life is good. Um, Still working at ClearCover, data analyst. Um, for those who actually care, I use Snowflake, SQL, Python, R, DBT, Looker. That's kind of the stack we use. But it's our house. Yeah, but what else has been new? I don't know. It's cold out. We're in Raleigh, North Carolina. Alexa, temperature.
Right now, it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 44 degrees.
It's freaking 37. Um, yeah, I mean, I got gaming night tonight with G-Ray, my buddy. So that's why at the beginning I said I'm level 70, is because 70 is the max level, and there's a lot of cool things we can do together at max level. Um, yeah, ooh, it's raining. I was gonna go for a walk just now, but what para? But it's raining, and this is a camera, and I guess the lens would get all grainy. So maybe I won't do a walk. I was just gonna talk. Yeah, there's not really too much to give an update on. Just wanted to make a video, say hi. Um, I've been learning a lot about just John Carmack's vision for VR by just watching like a lot of Oculus Connect type of things. Um, and I really love just how he plainly talks about things and is not afraid to talk about what he doesn't like about his products or what he's grumpy about. He says he's grumpy, um, which I think is kind of funny and endearing. Um, but yeah, I really like that Meta is trying to get as many VR headsets as possible into as many people's hands as possible. I think that's cool. Um, but also, in just some similar news, like I'm just curious what uh, I'm kind of curious what Apple is going to be doing with VR because they their headset seems to be priced at $3,000. Like that's a rumor. That's not official yet. But in Meta's Oculus is like Oculus Quest 2 is 400. And so in a lot of like almost all headsets are way below $3,000. Like maybe like a really nice one, like $1,000, 1,200. So I'm just really trying to like I know nothing really about the market. So let's just say that. I'm not Apple. There's a lot of smart people there. I'm also just kind of curious how they're gonna sell like a $3,000 headset to someone because yeah, I mean maybe they can because they're Apple and they have a brand and dedicated followers, and I think that maybe they're one of the bigger things is maybe their customers are already used to taking on debt to buy their products, and payment plans, whereas maybe Meta, it's like maybe the fact is that like Meta's Oculus Quest is honestly mostly used by kids, and parents are not going to finance these things for their kids, maybe. Whereas if they're buying something like if an Apple headset is mostly geared towards an adult, they're more likely to finance, and so they could take on a $3,000 price point. Anyways, those are just my thoughts. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to play out. I'm curious. I mean, of course, I'd love to see a really cool new VR headset, but I don't know. Well, also on the note, I mean, the reason why I'm talking about VR is because I'm also developing or learning how to develop in Unity, and yeah, so like I'm still picking back up again, and I'm still learning some C#. I'm doing the XR Bootcamp free C# course for Unity, and I'm really liking it. Waking up every morning before work to do it. So I'm tired lately, but I feel accomplished. And then, yeah. So that's why I'm talking about VR, is because I'm trying to develop VR things, and I think my strategy is going to be making really, really small, like a month max, games and posting them on itch.io. And I'm going to do this once I, know enough C# and Unity to be able to do that. But I'm going to do that, over and over and over and over, and get a lot of repetitions from idea to, sending something out and publishing it, even though it's just published on itch.io, which is like an indie platform for games. And my reasoning for this is that there's a book that I read that like I think it was like the 10,000 hours idea, and it's like one of the things that they said to like master something is a lot of repetitions. And if I try to do one big project, I tend to lose steam. It kind of gets overcomplicated, and I never finish them. And I get a repetition of creating an idea as starting, but I never get repetitions of finishing and publishing. So if I do something really, really small, like I'm talking, the max amount you'd play the game is like 15 minutes. Like you would get in there, have your laugh, and then, be done. And I would do really stupid things. Like my first idea is like a VR butter churning simulator. And I think that would be super funny, super short, and I'd learn a lot. Just things like that. And if I'm able to make these super small games, I can publish them, get a lot of repetitions publishing, and then I'll kind of gain momentum. And I will also know what it's like, the experience of sharing something. Another reason why I want to do this idea is John Carmack, the creator of Oculus, and then was the CTO of Meta, and now he's doing some other things. Like early in his career, he literally made a game every month and shipped it. And they're just like really small games, and that is how he started his career. And I think that like, those two ideas combined, a lot of repetitions, and then seeing that within someone's actual career and them actually doing that, and him being a master in his craft, it really solidified that would be a good idea for me. So after I gain my bearings in Unity and C#, I'm going to start making really, really small Unity games, publishing on itch.io, and I'm going to be streaming. One other component is I want to stream all of the development, 100% of it, all the time. And I'm thinking for a Patreon, that I would give the source code away to anyone who's a patron, and then I would also let my patrons vote as to what game I should do next, or like what topic or idea. I think that would be a good idea for Patreon. But yeah, overall, I'm trying to do VR content creation on YouTube. I'm I've been messing around with a lot of things. I think that the reason why I'm recording this vlog in 360 is not because it's VR, but it's VR-ish. And I think that there's something that John Carmack said in 2016 in one of his videos is about how immersive media, like VR, like 360 video, has not. There's been no no social media for that. Like they added the ability to add it in YouTube, which is where this will be uploaded, in Facebook, but like it's not a common experience. And what he says is that I think what he was alluding to is the foundation of that is that everyone has a VR headset to experience the 360 video. People don't have that yet. So of course it makes sense for them to focus on the headsets before implementing a social media where immersive 360 content is the norm because it's better in VR. And so I'm recording this because I want to saturate my YouTube with 360 video so that when the time comes, when there is a critical mass of people who have a VR headset and want to watch content in 360, that my channel will have a lot of that already, and that maybe I will be experienced in just not just recording, but maybe a little bit of editing of 360 content, which is something I haven't even really touched. But I think I'd like to do a project this weekend of just some very basic 360 editing. But I have no idea even what is possible or anything. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. So yeah, that is kind of some updates, my thoughts, my ramblings. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate you. But yeah, talk to you later. Bye.